her first. And, wow, that's hard to believe. That's the first foul of the game in almost 8 minutes. Number 25, Sierra Little, at the line for Old Dominion to shoot 2. Little puts the first one up, off the back iron, no good. Little, a 64% free throw shooter, only been there 14 times all season. Green out for Old Dominion. And Kennedy returns. Waller out for VCU. And Deandra Moss back in for Beth Cunningham. Free throw up and good by Little. That's the first lead of the game for Old Dominion at 5-4. Ebony Patterson gets it over the timeline on the dribble to Taylor on the wing. Old Dominion apparently going to play 2-3 zone until the Rams show they can make some outside shots. Taylor to Patterson. Ebony drives, kicks it to Rorie. Rorie inside to Q, goes up strong and gets fouled by Little, I believe. So Q will go to the line when we come back after the media timeout. 11:49 to play in the first half. It's Old Dominion 5, VCU 4. I'll come back after this break on the Rams Sports Network.
This is Rams Radio.
We're with Norwood Teague, Athletic Director here at VCU. Norwood, you get a chance to see the VCU Center for Sport Leadership in action on a daily basis. What impresses you most about what they do?
Robbie, there's so much that Nathan Tomasini and his faculty do well at the Sports Center. But something that stands out to me is their practical application and strong network of over 350 alumni, most of whom are working in the sports industry right now. And we take a great amount of pride that many of those graduates got their start with Ram Athletics.
For more info on how you can get involved, log on to sportleadership.vcu.edu.
One easy way to save money is to cut back on electricity by turning off your computer at home. Another is the Way to Save program from Wachovia. Use your check card to make purchases, and $1 is transferred from your free checking to a high-interest savings account. We'll even pay you on top of your interest rate. So stop by a Wachovia Financial Center near you, call 800-WACHOVIA, or visit wachovia.com/way-to-save.
Personal accounts only. Way to Save is a service mark of Wachovia Corporation. Patent pending. Wachovia Bank N.A. and Wachovia Bank of Delaware N.A. are members FDIC.
Dave Wainwright back with you live at the Stuart C. Siegel Center on the campus of VCU. Rams hosting Old Dominion today on Super Bowl Sunday. Other games around the league today. Towson is at Delaware. Drexel is visiting UNC Wilmington. George Mason is at Northeastern. Georgia State is at William & Mary. And James Madison is on the road up in Hempstead, New York at Hofstra, where the VCU men were yesterday and picked up a big road win over the Pride of Hofstra, 66-62. Eric Maynor with 33 points in the win for the Rams yesterday, including 21 in the second half. Eric literally carried his team to victory yesterday afternoon up on Long Island. All right, here's Q at the line after the timeout, puts the first free throw up and good. Q's done a nice job from the charity stripe this season. 68.5%, and she shot more than any other Ram. Second one up off the back rim, no good. Rebound Kennedy for Old Dominion. And Old Dominion turns it over. Nice hustle by Jessica Taylor. Knocked the ball away from Sierra Little. Little didn't like the call, but nevertheless, it's the 8th turnover of the first half. The Rams have got to take advantage of these turnovers by Old Dominion, as the Monarchs are not going to continue to turn the ball over, although they did commit a season-high 28 turnovers at Georgia State Thursday night, so you never know. Here's Taylor from the baseline, air ball, Rorie, follow, no good. Rare second chance for VCU, and they can't get it to fall. Nuzzo down the floor to Margaret Harvey, drives, misses the layup, rebound, Old Dominion, put back up and in by Kennedy, and a foul. And the other thing, Tiffany Green on the bench. VCU's got to take advantage of Green's absence, as Q has about a 5-inch height advantage on any Monarch player out there right now. And VCU just struggling miserably from the floor in the first half. 2 out of 13. Kennedy, free throw, up, got it. Old Dominion with a three-point play leads it 8-5. Taylor out and Waller in, and just not a very good start. VCU just really tight here in the early going. Waller at the three-point line to Rorie on the baseline. Trying to solve this 2-3 zone. Rorie pull-up jumper way off the mark. Rebound out of bounds off of Sierra Little. The Rams' shots are just not coming anywhere close. Bakvarova had one go in and out, but almost every shot the Rams have missed has either not hit the rim or barely grazed the iron. Uncharacteristic of VCU as the Rams shoot the ball about 41% on the season, but usually don't miss shots as far off the mark as they are today. Lane has it stolen by Parker, who drives and lays it up and in. Jennifer was holding the ball over her head, and Parker just reached in and knocked it away and drove down and scored. Old Dominion with 5 straight, and it's 10-5. Old Dominion's doubled the VCU point output. Parker with another steal. Boy, the Rams are just really sloppy here in the first half. Parker to Nuzzo in the front court. That's now 8 turnovers for each squad. Rams cannot win like that. Here's Green down low, puts it up and in. Green got away from Q. Q turns and looks at the bench like she's looking for some help. And the Monarchs crowd on the other side up and roaring as Old Dominion takes a 7-point lead. VCU just can't find the basket. Waller's shot is blocked. Q gets it back, throws it up off the glass, no good. Almost a 9-minute dry spell for VCU from the field. The Rams scored at the 18:53 mark, and we've got just over 10 minutes to play. And we haven't seen this kind of dry spell really at all this year, as Q goes back to the free throw line after the Old Dominion foul. It was on number 24, Canada, her first, and Q misses the free throw. Wow, nothing going right for VCU here in the first half. Number 13, Princess Tate Dublin returns for Old Dominion as Wendy Larry continues to shuffle that 3-person bench in and out. Parker takes a seat. Q, second one, eyes it, shoots it, got it. Timeout VCU. Beth Cunningham going to try to solve this 2-3 zone somehow, as the Rams just cannot get anything going on the offensive end, trailing Old Dominion 12-6. VCU now 2 out of 15 from the floor, while Old Dominion has made their last couple of shots from the field. The Monarchs are 5 out of 16 from the field, and I'm trying to see how many shots in a row VCU's missed. Hadn't been very good, I can tell you that, as Rams started off 4-0. So that's a 12-2 run by Old Dominion over about the last 9 minutes. A good thing Old Dominion hadn't been scoring much, as they've also gotten off to a slow start offensively, but they're starting to heat up a little bit now, are the Monarchs. All right, Old Dominion ball after the VCU timeout. Nuzzo has it in the backcourt. Nuzzo gets a screen from Green. Nuzzo drives, kicks it to Canada, and she traveled. Boy, I've seen more traveling calls this year than I think I've ever seen before. I know it's a point of emphasis, but boy, at some point you would hope that they would just let a couple of them go. Just really stops the flow of the game. VCU ball after another Monarch turnover. Moss baseline out to Rorie. To Waller. She'll try a 3. Air ball out of bounds. My goodness. VCU just, this is not the same VCU team I've seen most of the season, as the Rams are a much better shooting team than they're showing so far here today. Hopefully they'll shake the jitters off and pick it up a little bit offensively. Old Dominion's going to sit back in that 2-3 zone until the Rams show that they can solve it by hitting a couple of outside shots. 9:35 to play in the first half, 12-6 Old Dominion. Nuzzo out front to Princess Tate Dublin, playing just her second game of the season. Dublin out to Kennedy, into the corner to Buchan, who's a freshman. Nuzzo into Green, triple team, ball knocked away and stolen. Green thought she got fouled. She's holding on to her hand. She's not even in the play. Rams have a 5-on-4, and Q misses the layup. Q gets it back, and it's knocked away and stolen by Kennedy. And Green is still out of the play, and Wendy Larry doesn't like it. She wanted the play stopped after Green got hurt, as the Rams had a 5-on-4, and Q missed the layup. So Green goes to the bench to be attended to by the trainer. She was triple teamed and had the ball knocked away and got hit on the hand, and she's in some pain on the far side on the Old Dominion bench. Number 10, Bakvarova, back in the game for VCU. Sierra Little returns for Old Dominion. Tate Dublin for three, and she buries it. That's now a 15-2 run by Old Dominion, as Tate Dublin knocks down her first three of the year. Shot by Waller, up and no good. There is a lid on the VCU basket. I can't keep track of how many shots in a row the Rams have missed. I think it's about 13. Unbelievable. Rams over 10 minutes without a field goal. Nuzzo drives, throws up a wild shot. No good. Rebound back for Ova. Rams are running, but it's 2-on-3. Waller loses the ball. Stolen by Princess Tate Dublin. Down the floor to Nuzzo. Nuzzo drives, kicks it out to Buchan. Buchan swings across court to Tate Dublin. Guarded by Moss. That's a mismatch. Tate Dublin drives right by her and missed the layup. That's a break for the Rams, as Tate Dublin, too quick for Moss to guard, drove right by her to the bucket and missed the layup, fortunately for VCU. 15-6, Old Dominion. 7:50 to play. Moss wide open, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Kennedy for Old Dominion. This is the longest dry spell of the season for VCU. Buchan open for three, no good. Rebound back for Ova. Rams have just got to keep doing everything else they can do until the shots start to fall. They cannot solve this 2-3 zone. Waller into Q, turnaround baseline, no good, off the rim. Rebound Little for Old Dominion. Rams just have no energy right now, and quite frankly just look kind of dejected, as we're coming up on 7 minutes to play in the first half. VCU's only got 2 field goals in 13 minutes. Nuzzo out to Tate Dublin, to Little, to Buchan. Buchan into Little, baseline jumper up, no good. Rebound back for Ova for the Rams. VCU's missed, I think, 18 shots in a row from the field. That is unbelievable. Rams are 2 out of 20 from the floor. Waller to Q, down low, goes up and scores, and gets fouled. Finally, the Rams get a basket after over 12 minutes without a field goal. Q finally gets a shot to fall to cut the lead to 7. Media timeout. 6:42 to play in the first half. It's Old Dominion 15 and VCU 8. I'll come back after this break on the Rams Sports Network.
Bottom of the 7th, bases loaded, 2 outs, and your team's down by 3. You dig in. Time to concentrate. Time for a little extra. You swing! Goodbye, Mr. Spaulding. It's out of here. As you round third and head for home in the high fives of your cheering teammates, there's only one thing on your mind. A post-game celebration at Extra Billy's Barbecue. Only Extra Billy's delivers legendary taste and winning value. We slowly cook our pork, brisket, ribs, and chicken for up to 14 hours over the heat and smoke of burning hickory. Then serve it up with the best sauce in town and enough fixins to make sure no one goes away hungry. And when the bill comes, you'll probably have enough left over for another round. No matter how it turns out, drop in after the game, because no one loses at Extra Billy's.
Everybody loves a little extra.
Extra Billy's Smokehouse and Brewery, just west of Chesterfield Town Center on Alversa, and Extra Billy's Barbecue on West Broad Street.
Where there's smoke, there's barbecue. Extra Billy's Barbecue.
Dave Wainwright back at the Stuart C. Siegel Center on the campus of Virginia Commonwealth University, as Old Dominion leads VCU 15-8 here in a very sloppy first half on Super Bowl Sunday. Rams just 3 out of 21 from the floor. Old Dominion